Call the meeting order, please rise. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good evening. Today is February 25th, 2019, and can I have a roll call?
Mazurek, Basil,
Here.
Whaling,
Here.
Kapuras,
Here.
Meyer,
Due to the quorum requirements, village president will be required to vote.
Oh, boy.
oh, Kraus,
Kraus.
sorry,
I thought I was waiting for that.
sorry. Good point.
All right, we have the minutes from February 11th. Are there any changes? If not, is there a motion?
Also moved.
Motion made, there is a second.
Yep.
You can no longer vote.
And so she sits, well, roll call without these.
Basil,
Here.
Whaling,
Here.
Kapuros,
Yes. Yes.
Village clerk's report.
no report.
Anyone from the audience wish to come before the board?
Is George in the hospital?
Yes.
He's in the hospital, yes.
Oh, shit.
Finance and Administration Committee, trustee Bates.
All right, consider a resolution approving the five-year financial plan for fiscal year 1920 through fiscal year 23-24. This plan was reviewed and amended at the 1/14/19 Village Board meeting, our workshop, called for that purpose and was distributed at the February 11th meeting. Action on this matter is up to the discretion of the board. This plan is a very important part of the village's bond rating. What is the discretion of the board? Do we vote on it?
Wait till next meeting.
We're gonna wait till next meeting.
Doesn't matter.
We prolong it, it's only a plan, plans
It's only a
change.
plan. We've gone through it. I mean,
You
everybody.
make a motion, it gets voted on.
Yeah. All right, make a motion to approve the five-year financial plan for fiscal year 1920 through 23-24.
It's 2019-02. There's a motion on the floor.
Second.
There is a second. Any questions or motion? Roll call.
Kapuros,
Yes.
Whaling,
Yes.
Basil,
Yes.
Mazurek. Yes.
Okay, budget workshop to follow immediately after the next village board meeting. Please bring your copy of the budget with you to that meeting. If we do not finish on March 11th, we can continue to the next meeting on March 25th. And that ends my report.
Bring your pillows and blankets. Public Buildings and Properties, Parks and Recreation Committee, trustee Wynn.
Okay, consider a motion to purchase a playground equipment at Fireman's Park Tot Lot. I sent out an email this weekend, hopefully everybody got it, as far as the finished product. The only thing that I can see is gonna change is he had fireman on there, it should be Fireman's Park on the display. So I'd like to make a motion to have the village administrator or village president to sign the proposal and get the equipment ordered.
What's the total amount on that?
Total amount is $16,452.
Yeah, we didn't have the exact amount on Friday yet.
Right.
There's a motion on the floor, is there a second?
Second.
Second, any questions?
I got a question. Scott, does that include the surround and the mulch?
This includes the actual, the tough timber
Okay,
and the 30-inch galvanized stakes that you're gonna use.
right.
Does not include the mulch.
Okay,
We can get that from Rainbow
Yeah.
later.
Right, I have a separate bid if we do that later, but I figured.
okay. I
let's
saw
get
that
the
it was
equipment-
separate. I wasn't sure if that was
Right.
included in that though.
I wanna
Okay,
get the equipment ordered because,
Yeah.
you know, hopefully we can get it in real quick.
How long is that rubber supposed to last for that $3,400 compared to mulch?
For rubber?
It'd only be worth your money to try that. You need a test case on that rubber.
Yeah, I mean, there's multiple colors, there's, you know. it's,
where do you get that from, Scott? Do you know? Is that through that company, obviously?
It is from, yeah, it's through this company, I don't know who actually owns it,
Okay.
but it's through the
I'm sure-
New Toys Leisure Products.
I'm sure they're buying it from somebody, but when we ordered from them, it's certified that it's playground safe.
Right. So we just do it.
Yeah, it's a place safer rubber mulch,
I've never seen it
exceeds ASTM standards.
I'll tell you what, give us 6 weeks to look into that.
Yeah.
We'll get back.
Right,
Let's get the playground stuff ordered.
get it ordered, get it going, and, you know,
Yeah, we're gonna be on a tight schedule, so we'll see, when's opening day? April 27th?
25th.
The way this winter's going, might be May 27th.
Yeah, right?
But maybe we can get it sooner than 6 weeks,
Yeah.
hopefully.
Any other questions? Roll call.
Caperos,
Yes.
Whaling,
Yes.
Basil,
Yes.
Missouri. Yes.
And I want to also thank all the organizations that donated to the playground. We couldn't have done it without them. You know, Lions, Beecher Rec, Youth Commission, Hack's Funeral Home, the village contributed. So, you know, there's a lot of organizations made this happen, so I'm thankful for that. Status of the building purchase, looks like we're going to close on February 27th.
Wednesday, 9 AM and 1.
That ends my report.
I have one thing for you. You wanna give the Alliance Park update? Since you-
We started putting the timbers in around there. The ground's very hard. We broke some of our equipment a couple times this
Okay.
past week, so we gave up on it. We're gonna have to wait a little longer, but we're in the process of it, so we'll get it, but we tried.
Planning, Building, and Zoning Committee, trustee Missouri.
The building department monthly report is enclosed for your review, and the next PZC meeting is scheduled for this Thursday, February 28th, here at the Village Hall. This meeting will feature continued work on the village's comprehensive land use plan. That's all I have.
Thank you. Public Safety Committee, trustee Whaling.
The police department monthly reports for January are enclosed for your review. EMA monthly reports are enclosed. Code enforcement monthly reports are also enclosed for January. Police department annual report is also enclosed. EMA annual report for 2018 is enclosed, and also the code enforcement annual report for 2018 is also enclosed. And that ends my report.
Thank you. Public Works Committee, trustee Corr.
Water Department and Sewer Department monthly reports are enclosed. The sewer plant annual report is also enclosed, along with the Public Works Department annual report. Does anyone have any questions on those? Specifically the Public Works Department annual report or the sewer plant? Okay. Penfield SDP update. The village engineer continues to polish up the phase 1 report. As documents exchanges occur with IDOT. We're hoping for an April start date for phase 2 design, and an April 2020 bid opening for the project. So phase 2 they're projecting for a full year?
It's not the design, it's getting the approvals of the design that takes so doggone long.
And then consider a list of projects for a capital bill. I'm sure as everybody's heard, there's rumblings that there could be a capital bill coming through. They are forming committees. It was actually just in the last IML email, where they are meeting and they're calling in for committees and they're looking for shovel-ready projects. So I had spoke with Bob and Matt. They put together a list of some shovel-ready projects. We're looking to submit those. Does anyone have any questions on them, or?
What are
I'll read them off quick for you.
Okay.
Replace sidewalks, $250, in case we don't get the grant from the
Right.
Safe Routes to Schools. Replace water mains, Gould Street, $950. That'd be the whole enchilada for that one. Quiet zone, resurface streets, $980,000, or pay local match for Penfield at $980,000. We'll put that money toward the resurfacing of roads. Pull and trim bowls on wells 3 and 4. That project has been on the books for years. We haven't done it yet. That's $175,000. Replace the water tower on Gould Street. That's been a long-term goal of possibly replacing that with a larger water tower somewhere else. Welton Park. We had a park project in there for $350,000, and we finished the park. Tree replacements due to the ash borer, $150,000. In Catalpa Street sanitary sewer rehab, we have a sanitary sewer in the rear yards, which I believe, Frank, is behind your yard. That's collapsing, and and that sewer needs to be replaced at some point. Not an urgent project, because we have a parallel sanitary that runs with it, that takes excess flow. But that project does have to be done and televised. Total $5.7 million.
Oh, sounds good.
What about tree removal?
We're getting close to being done with that, is that correct, Matt?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd rather take the money for new trees.
Do we have any, our water pump to bill rate? Seems like it's just hovering. Any,
Frank, if we knew what we could.
yeah, we
if knew
can't
what to
figure
do,
that one out.
Here's-
for a
yeah,
long
We'd fix it. I don't know how to, I don't
So-
know what to do.
Well, there is one massive meter that hasn't been calibrated.
At well four.
At well for. So it could be something there. It's a constant struggle, right? And there's been arguments, and believe me, I've sat there in Bob's office and we've bantered back and forth as to what's appropriate, what's been metered, what hasn't. Are we 100% metered at the sewer plant now?
No.
So will be.
We will be, but
Yeah.
I still truly believe that there is a large portion there. I mean, time will tell with that. But we've all seen it. I mean, we've had board meetings where we've had this copper that's, you know, been dropped on the table, where we found it in other subdivisions, specifically Nantucket Cove on some of these older, or not older, newer subdivisions that just haven't been built, where things have been capped off. And I think it's out there. It's hard to detect. We've spent thousands and thousands of dollars on leak detection tests, and I had a conversation with the mayor about it after our last meeting, because I had seen the percentage, and it just, some people believe in it, some don't. I'm kind of a proof's in the pudding kind of guy, and I haven't seen the proof. It's just, we've done it, we've fixed them, and we've seen
There's no,
no difference. I mean, and we've fixed things where, I mean, Scott remembers, I mean, there was that one that had, remember, it had that hole, I mean, you could stick the
Right.
end of this pen in it to plug it. I mean, and we had that card where it shows at, you know, so many PSIs in the water system, this is how much water you're, and you fix it and there's no change. So, I mean, the numbers are there. It's part of our reports that we have to do, how much I actually trust them. I mean, how accurate are the numbers that we're getting for the report? The same thing, I mean, I know we use thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands when you flush those hydrants.
Oh, yeah.
In this last time, the last two times, right, you've metered them. And you factor these things in and nothing changes. I mean, I think a
that's
lot
what I
of it
thought
could
we were
be
doing,
on,
we were metering a lot of water that we weren't metering.
We are,
before.
yeah.
and nothing's
It
changed.
still doesn't change.
No.
So I don't think it's that big of a concern. At the end of the day, it's about what we see is, you gotta look at the budget, right? We're budgeting so much for chemicals to produce the water, we're budgeting so much for electricity to run the pumps and everything, we're budgeting so much for the lives of the pumps on an equipment cycle. Nothing's coming up with that where we're seeing significant increases in water because we're pumping so much more than in the past. There's no damage to equipment that's, you know, we're not getting the life out of as far as, you know, with these pumps at these wells. I don't think it's that big of a problem. I mean, we can sit there and look at these numbers and say they don't look great, but at the end of the day, the water system, I think, is doing fine.
No, I was just curious, because I know we were metering a lot of stuff that we weren't metering before. It doesn't seem
Yeah.
like it's been changing.
You ever have a leaky toilet and your usage went up in your house?
Yeah.
I'll give you an example that we can't prove, but what if when the wells turn off, they don't seal properly and that water's going back down the shaft? That's water's not being metered. So we pumped it, it went through the meter one way, but, because they have cooling shafts on them where the water runs back down to cool the well heads. We really don't know.
Yeah, and see, you're not going the other way either. You know, I mean, you're not seeing a big below that amount either, you know?
But the customers are using less water, because our water bill It goes down a little bit every year, just very slightly, and it's because of the new fixtures, the conservation that's going on. And the town's not really growing population-wise, the usage is not there. So,
Yeah, I mean, just an example too, in the last month with the cold weather, we've had 3 major leaks in the system within buildings. Scott had one right across the street here. We have no idea how long it was running for. Scott walked in the front door one day and there was water this deep in there, and it was just pouring out right before the meter.
Yeah.
We have no idea.
Before the meter.
We had 2 on Saturday, just this past weekend. We had 2 that we had to shut down because of that, and right before the meter. So it's not only within our own water system infrastructure, it's within the houses and the buildings too, so that we have some problems.
but knock on wood, the system performed well in that
Yeah.
frigid weather.
Yeah, we're doing pretty good.
I mean, really, since Penfield Street, I mean, yeah, not
Absolutely.
seriously, but since Penfield Street's been redone, that water main, I mean,
Yeah,
we really haven't had any major problems and the little
we've had a
bits
drastic reduction,
that-
yeah.
Yeah.
We had four breaks last year in 2018.
Yeah.
4. I mean, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Towns around us are having 2 to 3 a day. I mean, we're pretty lucky. So
Yeah.
keep knocking on the wood there.
Yeah.
I got $20, everybody wanna get in the pool?
What do you think? Tomorrow, Wednesday?
Alright, so everybody's good with I forgot where we left off there.
The
The list of
capital bill.
projects for the capital bill?
Yeah, it's great, good
Okay.
stuff.
Alright, so, we'll go ahead and submit that, and then, Mayor, that concludes my report.
Hey, the Economic Development Community Relations Committee, trustee Reed.
Spring newsletter is just around the corner. Any ideas? We will begin work on the spring newsletter as early as next week. So it is time to begin putting it together. Any articles of interest? All right,
Let
well,
Jeanette know.
let Jeanette know if you have an idea. Sesquicentennial update. The committee met and came up with ideas, a schedule, basically only an example or a sample of the budget for the Summerfest 2020, which are enclosed for your review. Since that meeting, an idea of a laser light show has come up to either substitute or supplement the purpose of, or proposed fireworks on August 2nd. This item is for discussion only. We have to remember that this could be the year of Gold Street Water Main Penfield STP project as well.
Happy birthday, Beecher, we're getting
Oh,
you.
boy.
Some of those lines are as old as, the beginning of Beecher.
We'll work around
That's,
it. But we're
Everything
looking for
looks-
some guidelines, the committee's
everything
looking
looks
for
pretty
some, is it okay for them to pursue down this avenue, I guess is what the question
Yeah,
is.
because it's gonna be part of
That
the
weekend.
Summerfest, right? Is that the same?
well, the
Is that gonna
Summerfest
be
is in the middle of
incorporated?
it, but it's the block party on Gould Street, kicks it off Friday night. And then the Summerfest and then a church picnic on Sunday is what's kind of planned. So those 3 events for that duration.
That'd be 2020,
That'd be 2020.
but you need a year and a half to start planning.
Yeah, so, yeah, we're already looking at lots.
Any thought on bringing back the street dance or something similar to that for the?
Well, that's a Friday night. The whole Gould Street will be blocked off. We'll invite Tony, all the restaurants in town.
Be a taste of Beecher, or
Okay.
what rather
You
than.
know,
Yeah,
you can even invite Dunkin' Donuts.
I didn't see anything in there on the live band.
Yeah.
Was it in there?
Yeah, a live band
Okay.
or a DJ or
Friday,
a
July
combination of
31st,
both.
yeah. DJ are banned from 7 to 10,
Yeah, so
and we thought we'd let the bars handle the booze, just let them serve.
it'll be the Amvet's Fish
Or
Fry
off the
that
area
night.
and just let the people carry it outside, like we used to do for the car cruise.
Yeah, so.
And then the laser light show was that you're gonna have fireworks a month earlier, maybe we can have a laser light show instead of that, and throw that idea out, but we can't, we don't know
What about drones?
what drones.
I think do it
Is it drone light show?
at the Super Bowl, yeah.
Mhm.
Sure.
Which, we may try to bring back the helicopter on that year. And forego it this year, so it's not 3 years in a row. So that's one of the ideas we had.
I like the cake. We did the birthday, 2 or 3 years ago? And that went over very well. I noticed that you have a big cake. You need a big cake.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other idea is we
Is
could
the mayor gonna jump out of it?
Yeah.
The mayor jumping out or?
All right, All right. Okay, on another note, but the same note, does the village want to purchase an ad for the sesquicentennial book? Ad sales have been very brisk, and the book is almost paid for. The committee is working very hard preparing the draft of this new full-color book. A list of sponsors and their ad sizes are enclosed. In the 1995, during the quasi, the Beecher Police Department and the village both purchased one-page ads. Perhaps both can share a one-page ad, and an ad can focus on the 3 new municipal buildings, which were remodeled or built in the last 25 years as a symbol of the village's growth. This would cost $1,000. This is our project, and the funds would go right back into the account to pay for other events during the year. What does the board feel on that?
Yeah, I don't see how you don't.
Yeah.
don't see it either.
I mean, yeah, you do it, and I would think
It's a wash.
you think the committee in there also
Right,
on that, on the,
so I
on
would
the
make,
village page.
I'd like to make a motion that the village purchase an ad for the sesquicentennial, the village and the police department share in a $1,000 ad.
Motion on the floor, is there a second?
Second.
Any questions? Roll call.
Missouri,
Yes.
Basil,
Yes.
Whaley,
Yes.
Caperos,
Yes.
We'll come up with an ad and bring it to the committee.
Was that the village sharing or each doing one page?
No, we're gonna do a half a page
I thought it
each
was one
with the-
page total, okay.
with one page total.
We'll put the police station in there,
We'll put
this
it all
building,
on
the
one
new
page.
public garage, which are all new since the last book. Well, that's the old village hall, it's all PD. That's the thought.
You know, in the past, didn't they do like a original
Yes.
village hall and then the new?
Yeah, we did the old and the new village hall in '95, we also did the old squad cars, we showed pictures of the squad cars, but they really haven't changed much in the last 25 years, other than the new one he's got,
Right.
with the blue line. So we thought we'd do the 3 buildings, which are all different than they were in
Got
'95.
SUVs now.
Yeah, that's true. We can put an SUV in front of the police station, and we'll park some squads in front for that picture. Put his trucks out there, and we'll put the mayor's truck out front for the village hall.
Quiet zone update. I think I reported last time, there was still a discussion with the railroad over the set of railroad gates on Church Road, which they claim are one set of railroad gates they claim are too close to the road. Well, they put them there, so we think they should pay to fix it. Of course, we have to close out. That's all I have. Any old business come before the board? New business?
Just got one item, Mr. President, we got the TIF report today. It's not in final draft form, but what will happen is this report will go to you guys for review. Then you refer it to a TIF review board, which the mayor appoints. The TIF review board holds a hearing, and then they vote on this. If they voted yes, then it just takes a majority vote of the village board to approve the TIF district. If they recommend against it, it takes a supermajority vote of the village board to approve the district. There's very few residences in the district, which is nice. And from what I'm hearing, the school district and the fire district are still supporting the concept of a TIF district, so. And the school district property, we received a petition from the school district to annex the remaining property to the west of town that they own. They annex that in, and then that'll be part of the TIF district. And then they can sell it or do what they wanna do with it. And they can actually profit from the TIF district, so. That's something that we need. Yes. Why do you have to mention that?
The what?
No.
No, I know, yeah.
I didn't hear any new business, other new business?
I just have something you might all already be aware, but Wednesday night at Boldfield, there's going to be, like a little presentation regarding the, new developments of Kankakee County and how it's going to affect the surrounding communities. If anyone is interested and wants to go, it is open to the public as well, then they would contact Adam Jones to let him know they're coming. And that phone number is 708-302-3556. Registration is from 5:45 to 6 p.m. and they're gonna present at 6:30. So it's just to give an idea of their new developments and how it will impact communities surrounding them.
Out of curiosity's sake, how did you hear that?
From Judy Ogala off of the Will County
Tell
Board.
her thanks for calling us. Guess you didn't. And we accidentally found out about it this morning, Bob and I are going.
I feel like that might have just been, because she knew I had a meeting tonight and she did ask me to mention it, so that could very well be why she didn't contact you.
Who's Adam Jones? Do you know?
I don't know him personally.
What Kankakee development?
Well, just the different things they're doing, the only one that I am aware of in my brief conversation is, the new interchange on 57 in Bourbonnais right there, that's part of it. There's just different things that they're doing and how it's gonna affect surrounding communities.
We may know a little more about it through our research today, and I'll let Greg explain what he found
And
out.
there's a Kankakee, I don't know if I can find it right now, there's a Kankakee
Alliance for Economic.
Alliance for Economic Development,
Similar to
which
Will County and
the
Southwick.
mayor of Mantino, we believe, is the president of. What it looked like to me is the Peatone Chamber of Commerce is hosting this speaker to come and talk to them about all this. And it's at Boat Field.
Peatone has a project too.
We accidentally found out about it today, and so then we jumped on it.
Peatone's building a hotel truck stop on the west side of I-57.
Yes, actually, she did mention hotels. I wasn't exactly sure of where.
Anything else?
Nope.
Motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and second. Any questions? Roll call.
Caperos,
Yes.
Whaling,
Yes.
Basil,
Yes.
Mazurik,
Yes.